Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Bohemia campaign in EU4 with me, host Luckymarine, where we have just integrated, or it wasn't just, but we have just integrated it was England. It didn't even get to be Great Britain. It was still England. And all the stuff that they have. All their land, all their colonies. Oh my word, they have 3 colonies. We still have 3 colonies. That is costing us a combined 34 ducats. The initial one. 4, and then it doubles, and then it 900% increase. 20 ducats for Maydow. However, I think I'm alright with that. We have the money to continue it. So, currently, 1, 2, 3 provinces. These 3 provinces, they're just going to be here forever if we leave them. But if we allow these, at least 2 of these, to finish, then it's going to flip to a colonial nation, and they will start expanding and doing weird things like English Brazil is. And by weird things, I mean culture converting away from Portugal. We stole this land from Portugal in a war, and we gave it to we gave it to England directly, because England only had 2 provinces in this colonial nation, colonial Brazil, and so giving him this land, he gave it to his colonial nation, and they have started culturally converting all the Portuguese away. Must be very cheap for them. But yeah, they're expanding on their own now, and the more they expand, the more likely it is that they're going to be able to give us a free merchant. I might have to go colonial. No, we can. Not cultural. Colonial regions. We have a colonial Brazil. We have a colonial Colombia. We have a colonial La Plata. We have land in colonial Peru area, plus natives around us that we can attack into. This will flip to a colonial Peru. So that will be the maximum amount of colonial nations that we can have in South America. We're also popping out a colonial California. That will hopefully be another trader on this list. So Brazil for 3. This is 3 additional on top of whatever we had. No, 2 additional. Yeah, 2 additional, but it will be 3 additional on top of whatever we had. So we had started with 2. This is going to take us to 5. Peru 6. California 7. We can steal colonial Mexico from the Portuguese fairly easily. I am fairly certain of that. We just need to land troops over here. That's 8. So I don't think we need to go into colonization. I don't think we need to go into exploration or expansion. We just steal things off these guys. Also, why do I not have my music on? That's silly. So keep an eye on them. We don't ruin them too much at home. We allow them to keep a fairly decent economic base in order to keep sending colonists out. Also, all my forts are on. Oh, of course, we're at war. We're at war with Austria against France for Lyonnais. I wonder if Lyonnais is taken. I wonder if Lyonnais has been taken. It has not. Oh, I am surprised. Anyway, state. I have been unstating the things that are a little bit weaker. Papal sanction for war might be useful. Oh, it might be useful. It can only be activated whilst you're at war, so it's useful to have that on pretty much all the time. State. My states. Can have another 2. What have I unstated? I unstated a couple of states around here actually. South Saxony. It was only a 3-state province. Fair enough, the autonomy got quite low, but this wasn't worth it. Not compared to what is on this list. Northumbria, certainly. Both Eastern and West Islands. I do like states that have a lot of provinces in them, 4, 5, 6. The way you can dump a lot of points developing without it becoming too expensive. The further you, the higher you develop in one province, the obviously the more expensive it becomes. So we have 2 states to use. What do we use our 2 states on? Northumbria, I think, certainly. That's a really nice state. So we'll do that. And one of these. It doesn't have any trade modifiers, but I think England has developed these. I mean, these were all 1 province miners around here, except for Pale, who started under England. So these 1 province miners, they will have used their points to develop their provinces. They might have not developed them for very long before they got squished, but still, there's quite a lot of development over here. So I'm going to do that. And I think I might also look up here to get rid of something like it's a giant state, fair enough. But we've got states over here that are almost as big. Or do we just wait? Do we just wait? These provinces I would class as safe. We can get the prosperity up to 100. And we can guard this territory from being trampled all over and keep the prosperity high. The stuff over here and the stuff over in Bohemia itself, it's a little bit fragile. How are you? Do you have any trade modifiers? No. And this Martian belongs to a state. When's our next lump of states? 20. 20, alright. And what's next on the list? I think it was Northumbria, East Island, West Island. Yeah, that makes sense. It really does. But let's hand out some of this stuff now. Burgers. We need to give you, what's the province over here? Major colonial port. Okay. Give you to the burgers as well. I think right now the burgers have London, Lothian, yep. They're all trade provinces, as is Holland, as is Zeeland, Stettin, Hamburg and Lubeck. Yep. Yeah, the burgers have everything that they should have. Clergy, we can give you stuff in Ireland that's up at 59. Or I can use this opportunity to rip away from them stuff in our homeland that's got down to 25%. Right, nobility. We'll give you this province that has 6 troops, or 6. Manpower recovery plus 10. Yep. Put you there. High manpower provinces are good in the hands of the nobility. What else can I give you? Let's give you Yorkshire, but take away from you something over here so we can eventually unstate it. Anything else? Fife has got down to 25. So we'll take that away from you. Instead we'll give you those 2 provinces. Clergy. You've gone down to 25, so let's take that off you. And instead, what did that drop to? 16. Still, it's better in our hands than it was in theirs. Instead, we'll give you a load of Somerset, Cornwall. Also, take a few Moharan, Morbihan. Yeah, Morbihan. And give you Kent, maybe. Allows us to take even more of you. Good. How about you and you in exchange for pretty much all of this. Oh, nobility has this as well. I think that's about it. Oh no. That's about it. So we've given the estate the high autonomy provinces that we've just inherited. And we've taken off them either stuff that's got down to the cap of 25%, or at least taken stuff off them that's a little bit that's got down a bit. This is fine. I want to unstate it. I'm looking at it now. Nobility will take that off you. I'm going to unstate Finland. We can always restate them. Restate it at another time. What is up with you? What is up? Oh, what's on this list? We've got Western Ireland, we've got Wales and Finland. Yeah. However, Western Ireland, with its extra 21 dev overall, is going to be a lot better for us. And a lot more profitable. Clergy, what do you want? We might as well give them pretty much everything over here. No. No. No, we'll save these provinces for if we expand any more elsewhere. No. You've got down to the base of 25. So I'll swap you out. You've got down to the base of 25 as well. So I'll swap you out. Don't need to. Good. Okay, that's it. A lot of fiddling, but we got there in the end. Trade ships are some broken, some are alright. Where am I putting them all? Where am I putting them all? You should all be fixed. Let's have you protecting trade in English Channel for a moment. Oh, and that's it. Done. Austrian conquest of Lyonnais. Insignificant defeat. Austria will pay 280 ducats to France and its allies. Yep, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So, Brittany. I was to declare war upon you. Who would get mad? You come back from Spain because we already have that claim upon Yao. Portugal! Portugal will come in. Excellent. But we're breaking a truce. Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, of course. Another 4 years. We got dragged into France. Yeah, we got dragged into France. We got dragged into a war. Enough. Enough. She's allowed to sit there if she wants to. Oh my word. Cats need their own special beds with their own names on and everything, apparently. I know it's bad. I know the world is going to come to an end, but you live honest. And what idea can we take? We can take a defensive idea, but we won't because we're waiting for military tech. We're also behind on diplomatic tech. Not by that much, actually. Not considering that we had to dump 3,000 diplomatic points into the integration of England. We're not that far behind, and we will get bonuses, discounts, so we'll be able to catch up fairly quickly. Portugal, even though we're about to go to war with you, I'm going to royal marriage you because you're on this list. And you're 48 years old. Anything can happen to a 48-year-old. We might be able to snaffle that. Being able to snaffle another colonizer would be brilliant. Also, what are we making? This is a far cry from losing, I think at one point we were losing 90 odd ducats per month every month. And spending 34 ducats on colonial maintenance. Oh, we're still at full maintenance, are we? We're still geared up as if for war. Let's go for a third. Making a profit. Sweet. Provincial unrest. Yep. I also want to at some point. Yep. I also want to at some point accept English as a culture. Seeing as though it kind of, yeah, the majority of our land now is English, so it would make lots of sense. Also, we might have to demote Saxon. Such is its insignificance. Okay. Okay. Ooh. 100 admin, or you get an admin thing. I'd rather have the admin thing, to be honest. Nope, we got the extra 100 admin. Not the end of the world. Also, what do we take? What do we take? Or do we just save our points up? We'll save our points up for the moment. Yep. And when can we go to war with the people we need to go to war with? Brittany in 1614, Flanders in 1620. I can't expand here if I want Flanders. Even though he's outside of the Empire, he is very much Empire adjacent. There's lots of people here that will feel that. Bremen. I need to go to war with you for Bremen itself because of its trade modifier. The Weser Estuary. I assume it's pronounced V if it's German. Also, the majority of my heavies can probably be mothballed. Actually, they can be upgraded. Let's not fall behind on heavy tech. We're already behind the world in Diplotype. Let's not have mega out of date heavies. Missionary strength, tolerance for truth base, stability cost modifier, tolerance of heretics go down. However, we already have quite a good tolerance of heretics, so I'm alright with that. Gives a little bit more yearly papal influence. We will lock somebody else on. Already got tier 1 outrage countries. That's pretty much the minimum that you need. Operating in the HRE, 2 people, 2 diplomats operating on outrage countries. That's what you need. And we'll improve relations with the Pope Man, who is threatened by us. Threatened because we're allied to one of his rivals. Oh, come on. Conquest of Ravensburg. Just outright conquest of Ravensburg. I mean, we're generating favours with him. Not favours. Trust. There we go. 100% trust with Austria. You only need 10 favours to call them into any single war, so that's perfect. You. We can go up to 80. Grab Miltech. Even though we don't really use Cav. And our stability is still low. Stability is low, I'll give you that. Alright, troops. Let's get you on to Finn so we don't get surprised. And we captured an extra ship. Excellent. Now we could move our capital to say London, or not London, but over here somewhere. But it wouldn't stop the Netherlands rising, the Netherlands rebellions. So I want land over here. I want land in either Dutch culture, which is this, or I want land in the Flemish culture, which is this. We already have Calais. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Alright, well, on an inkling of an uprising, we can move our capital immediately to Calais if we need to. But it would need to be in a state. We'd have to unstate something. Whereas you are already a state, aren't you? And you include New Zealand and Utrecht. But Utrecht is inside the Empire. Holland, who you allied with? Oh, Holland's inside the Empire though. Oh dear. We're gonna have to... Wait, you already stated? No. Not stated just yet. So we're gonna have to... At some point, we'll probably rip this out. I need to be able to state... I need to be able to move our capital to a Dutch province. On our breaker, what I'd rather it be Ghent, but it could be Calais. We could move to Calais. Not whilst we're at war, but afterwards. Also, you lot fixed yet? Some of you are. Incompetent diplomats. 10 prestige? No. I want to try and keep my prestige high. Especially if Portugal is on this list. We need more prestige than the people that are on this list with us. Succession war between Spain and Bohemia. That sounds juicy. 600 ducats, national tax modifier comes down, yield of prestige goes up, yes. They gain loyalty, but they lose influence. Oh my word, yes. How are we doing with prestige? So we've arrested it coming down. By a little bit. Might also put on this papal sanction of war. Done. Or you don't desperately need it right now, but we might do one day. Alright, let's go. I can't have people willy-nilly taking out my land. Okay, recall from the Papal State. Kazakh has gone bankrupt. Oh, okay. Insta squish. It looks into this. Don't think we're going to be able to get there in time. No. Alright, down here instead then. Squish. Where are you heading? I'll get you. It's about time we defended our land over here. No. You're on my fault. Fair enough. Yeah, a lot of times I just forget that I've got land over here. Well, don't forget. I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be fine. Just concentrate on other things. Also, trade chips. Let's get the rest of you out. Nothing. Away you go. This is what happens when Austria ends up not the HRE dude anymore. He just ends up trying to smash everything around him. It's like, well, ram it. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it all. Quite a few Bavarians up here, up there. So let's go deal with them. Nope, can't have access. That should be an insta squish. Wasn't because we didn't get there in time. There was crossroads, but we weren't there in time. Let's get a... we're at war with them. Fine, we'll leave it. We'll leave that be for now. Are we ever gonna... That's twice in a row now. We've had the crossroads, but not. That's stupid. One stability. Foreign... Yep, let's go for stability. Although... Popping cotton country. Arrest at least 1. Absolutism is at least 50. Right, we need to start on the journey of absolutism, don't we? Rebels. Do we have any particularists? Nope. We have everything but particularists. Fine. Should get you there. Right, if we can pop particularists and accept their demands, it means we can lower autonomy in all our provinces, or all our states. And that would help us out. What is this a war for? Take Ravensburg. Wow, they actually took Ravensburg. I'm impressed. Who has died in... Oh, he was only a military guy. Fort defense guy? Go on then. Actually... Do we? Yep, we're doing a military idea. Let's pick up at least somebody in that seat. You, fort defense. Go, I choose you. Straight out of this into... Probably into Brittany, actually. Portugal, how you getting? 50 years old. Still not popped out a child. Amazing. Okay, okay, okay. I mean, they've got a lot of troops grouped up. It's just... We have the Woggle, Alsace, Bavaria, Flanders, everybody. He must have, yeah, he tacked into the Empire without a claim. So it's activated Frankfurt and all his allies. We could probably just go and siege out Frankfurt himself. More stability, yes. Mercs, stand off. Cannons, stand off. Everyone else move out of that province. We'll let the Hungarians siege through us. What do we have here? Heavies and a galley. What are you? R20 transports. Transports, let's have you grouped up with the heavies. Yeah, if we can get Frankfurt out, we can get quite a few of them out. Plus we have taken Moscow, of course. Austria has taken Moscow. Excellent. Memmingen has been pushed away. Memmingen will cede Memmingen to Austria. Oh, he's just going to do this with everyone around him, isn't he? This is going to be a hell of a lot of aggressive expansion for him. He's up to 37 already. It was taking land off somebody who wasn't a co-belligerent, probably. Oh, Austria, what are you doing? Austria's gone rogue. That's what happens when you don't let him play with his toys. That's what happens when you don't let him just sit and be the... Yeah, we have already put people in there. I didn't know what our policy was. I don't think we can take a policy if we haven't gone exploration or expansion. So we just covered off on all of our colonies anyway, just to be safe. Which seems like a good idea. But yeah, this is what happens when Austria loses HRE. We'll cede such and such to Baden. Interesting. How are you getting on with my fault? You're getting alright. You're getting on alright. What about this one? Yeah, we'll get through this before he's got through ours. I will go deal with him. In fact, you go deal with him. Bavaria has been pieced out. Cede Augsburg to Austria. He's going ham. He's going ham on the Empire. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He will not be been increasing relations with these guys the same way of we have. He's cheating. If he doesn't get a coalition from this, I don't think I want to get involved in his coalition more. I think I might just join the coalition against him. Perhaps. See Alsace to Lorraine. Perhaps our alliance has run its course. Oh, excellent. And if we're not doing anything with our diplomat, we might as well outrage countries. Victory! Alright, so he did it the wrong way around. he did what players do when they first start playing in the HRE. When they discover the coalition mechanic, where they'll piece out like 2 or 3 countries that are ready to piece out, and because it doesn't activate the coalition, it's like, oh, I can take that, and so they do, and then they get to piecing out the person that they needed to piece out with, or they went to war with, the country, the province that they wanted to take, and suddenly taking that province breaks the camel's back and activates a huge coalition. They're like, no, we'll peace out just for war reps. But yeah, they've done it the wrong way around. Had they taken Ravensburg, it would have been a lot cheaper. But, oh well. Happy days, done. Let's get ourselves over that way. Declaring war on you. Actually no, claim on you first. Bremen's at war with him. Anyway, claim on you. And bring you back. There's no need for you to be there. I know Friesland had to claim on him anyway, but I didn't want to risk that claim dropping off at an inopportune moment. Declaring war on you brings in Calais and Portugal. Breaking truce. Breaking truce for another year, I believe. More than enough time to get into position. And Portugal's 51. Oh, is it worth going to war with Portugal? Is it worth going to war with Portugal knowing that we might get this. Can we put it off? Is there someone else that we can declare war on? Probably. Yeah, probably. We can declare war on natives down here. We can form Bohemian... What is it? Bohemian... Peru. Colonial Bohemian Peru. But that will be in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. That's been a bit of a boring one. Just been fighting other people's wars. Sorting out our states. Sorting out our money. But yeah, we'll look good. Access from Hungary. Why? No. We'll look good going forwards. We'll be able to flip our capital at any point. We might do it now, actually. To do it now, to check it in Calais. It's Flemish culture. Oh, that reminds me. I need to accept English as a culture. That's fairly important, I think. And I'll go Irish as well. Need one more. Westphalian? Not Jicham. Moving our capital. We cannot move our capital into or out of the Holy Roman Empire. Add Calais to the Holy Roman Empire. It costs 700 admin. It costs 700 admin. It moves our trade capital as well. It moves it to a province of Flemish culture, meaning that the Dutch revolts never arise. And we can eat into this fairly safely. I don't want to move it to Holland, again, because this is a really good province to give to the burghers. Trade power of 63 on his own. Well, our trade capital here as well. We're looking at over 50% of this. Yeah. And all our merchants are currently geared up for Lubeck. Steering in the other direction, steering into the English Channel. Pulling from the Baltic Sea as well. We'll be able to turn this into a 50, 60 ducat node. Anyway, until next time though, do take care.